Hi, it's Abby Kadabi again, and I'm going to do my last video on toolbars and drop-down menus. And so let's go ahead and get started. I'm going to be talking about the remaining toolbars, and that includes, um, I'm going to be starting here at Manager and going all the way down to optional plugins. So Manager is not really a drop-down menu. When you click on it, it just takes you back to the Manager portion of the program. And then if you want to get back to Editor, you can click either Editor or the icon here. So we'll go back to Editor. And then there's Commander. They added this maybe 15, 20 years ago. And I found it confusing, and I still find it confusing. And so I've never really used it much, and I didn't understand the purpose of it. And I don't know if it has something to do with Mac computers, and maybe this is a filing system for them. And so, but it looks like you can open, you can launch Explorer, you can print, you can make favorites, you can show your favorites, you can, I don't know what that is. You can go to the cloud and you can go to your downloads folders, and you go to predefined folders. And both of these sides look identical to me. So that's why I get confused, because I really don't know. You still have the Launch Explorer, and you have a print and your favorites. So I don't understand why you have a right and a left panel. And then you have all these other tabs down here that you can do things with. And it looks like there's a split and a combined. And I don't know how you would use those, because you have to have um, more than one design. So I don't understand how you could use that in this program. So I'm just going to move on. And then you have what's called cloud. And when I click on that, it's um, similar to this file commander. It's even titled file commander, but it's slightly different because you have these folders on the left. And so again, you can open a file, you can print, and you got favorites, and then you can go to the cloud, you can download folders, you can click on this desktop or documents, and then your documents and stuff open up. So I'm not quite sure how this works. And and then again over here, you show your designs. And so, and you still have the same commands along the bottom with this view and delete and split. So I've never taken a lot of time to learn it because I really didn't have a need for it. So it's up to you if you want to try to figure it out. And then the next thing is you can go to File Explorer, and so you could navigate to your, um, it's already showing my fish folder, so I can click on that. And so I'm not sure why my icons aren't showing up here, because I do have the iconizer. So this would be a hindrance to me. Um, so I would not use this to go to Windows Explorer. The next thing is help, and you have your help contents, and this is where you can come in and you can look at the contents. So that you can look things that are um, under the general tab, which might be the tutorial, and it'll take you to the link, or how to register your program. So there's different general things there, and then they have um, it talks about the different panels in Manager. So if you were confused about the different panels, you could read about them there. So that's under context contents, and then you have your index, which works like any index in a book. So it's in alphabetical order, and you can click on changing colors, and if you double click on it, it'll take you to understanding colors in Embird and how to use the color palette menu and pop-up menus. So there's different things here. I usually use the search menu, and so if I was interested in trying to figure out how to use reverse stitches, I could put that in there, and then I click list topics, and so then it gives me reverse stitches, and then it tells me to use the command for reverse stitches. Um, it reverses the order of the stitches so that the last stitch becomes the first and the last but one becomes second. Kind of confusing terminology there. Only the stitches of the same color are reversed and the order of the color remains the same. So um, reverse stitches usually only works if you only have a single color. And so you could search really on any topic. So you could search on split and click list. And so then there's all sorts of different things with the word split in where they're talking about. So it talks about the main toolbar and where the split command is, and it's kind of showing you on the main toolbar that this is what the split looks like. And so they have it in yellow so you can see, and then the join is right next to it. So that's how you search for things, and then you can put in favorite things here that you want. I've never done that. So as you can see, mine is blank. So that's pretty much it. And if there's something you want to print, you can print that. There's options here to hide different tabs or go home or stop. So that's all under the contents tab of the help. And then what's new, this is a um, just tells you what's new in the latest build. And so it's asking me if I just want to go there. And so it tells me what's new in Embird in this last build. And so I'm going to click that. And so close that. The next thing is tip of the day. And when you first install Embird, every time you open it up, it's going to give you this tip of the day. And I didn't care for tip of the day, so I came in here and I unclicked show the screen at startup. And so I don't know, I do not get the tip of the day any longer. And then also under frequently asked questions. So these are questions that were sent into Duzen. And so these were probably the same question that was asked multiple times. So they came up with a frequently asked questions section. And the next thing is another link to the tutorial. So that takes you to the website. And then you have your shortcut keys. And some people are very keyboard proficient. I I have some keyboard skills, but I could never remember to split would be a control T and a join would be a control I. So I just use the toolbar and click on the icon that represents it. But some people just remember things this way. They're very attuned to it. So if you're one of those people, um, these tell you what all the different the keyboard shortcuts are. And so the next thing is welcome text. It says click edit button and create your own list of text. You separate various text paragraphs with empty line. Randomly choose text will be shown at every launch of Embird. And so I don't need that, so I don't do it. And then you can also make, it says copy to clipboard. And I guess you can put in a date or something. I don't know, never did it. Oh, you can use a word and make some notes here, and then I guess you can save them. So that might be helpful for some people. And about, if you click on about, it tells you what build you have, and then whatever um, update they may have come out with after that build. And you can reset all your settings to the default values and remove your passwords. I wouldn't want to do that, so I'm going to not click on that. I don't want to remove my passwords. If I click on this button, it shows what plugins I have installed. and I can check for a new version here. And so what's under About. You can order the program from here. You can check for an online update. You can connect to the internet. And if I click on this installed plugins, which I'm not going to do, it will show all my installed plugins with my passwords. And then you can also register your program. So this is one area where you, if you want to install Embird on a second computer, you can go to, it's easier to do it from Manager. So if we go to Manager and go to Help and go to Passwords first, and what you want to do is back up your password and make sure you put it on a USB drive, and then install Embird on your second computer. And then once you have it installed, you will come to Help, and this time you're going to go to Registration, and you're going to click I have password, no PIN. And so you click on that, and then it's going to ask you to insert your password, which is a KLC file. And so it's finding mine here on my external drive. And so if I clicked on that and clicked open, and so I'll do that and I'll click open, and it's checking to validate my password. So I guess everything's okay. And so I can go back to help, and under, I believe it's under registration, if it's the first time that you have ever purchased Embird, or if you're buying a new build, Dusan will send you an email that has a registration number in it. And so um, you, when you install the program, it will ask you for that registration number, and it's usually about 24 characters long. And I just copy it, and when the program opens up, it will ask you to insert your registration number, and you do that at that point, or you can come to registration and insert it at that. It will be easy to insert it here, and then once you know that your name appears at the top here, you have installed it correctly and the program is registered to you. And then you can uninstall the program from here, and you can also uninstall it from your start menu when you go to all apps and scroll down to Embird. And then the last thing is this optional plugins. And so if you have bought any of the optional plugins, like any of the alphabets or Sufamato or the cross stitch plugin, or maybe the True Type font plugin, when you click on that, it will show you everything that you've purchased with all your passwords. So this ends my series of videos on toolbars and drop-down menus. And so I hope it was helpful. I am planning on doing more detailed videos on editing designs and combining designs, splitting designs. And so I hope you stay tuned for those. Bye.